Hello and welcome back to another coffee tasting video. Before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you're alerted anytime we drop a new video, which is every Tuesday. Speaking of that, Tuesday, I used to drop the video at 5 a.m. I moved it to 7 a.m. It's moving now to 9 a.m. So for those of you that are looking for the video to come out, it's moving to the 9 a.m. Arizona time, whatever that equates to. But anyways, 9 a.m. is where it's moving to. We are a Nespresso-centric channel, so we deal with the Vertuo Line and the original line of Nespresso. So if that interests you, make sure you subscribe. Well, we had last week's winner and the secret word, watermelon. Well, let me show it real quick here. So that's 2 pumps of caramel, watermelon, and that should... Yes, 2 pumps of caramel, watermelon should make it taste better. So that's kind of what you're looking for. That's what it is. So for the month of August, that contest is over. Once we start in September, contest is back on. Same rules, 1 winner, first poster. Who knows where the secret word will be? It'll be in one of the videos of September, but it will be there. Oh, hey, so you guys posted a bunch of different suggestions for the board. You'll notice the board has not changed quite yet. That should happen by next weekend, and you guys should have a new board by next week, hopefully. Speaking of things that have taken a little longer than I thought, I officially gave up on trying to do the website by myself. I had somebody come over and help me. That moved me a little bit farther, but ultimately I got stuck again. So I have now hired out that and somebody is building it for me. So hopefully they're more successful than I was, and that should be up soon, hopefully. No idea how soon is, but it'll be there. We also picked up a few new patrons. I thank those people. You'll be at the end there of the video. And speaking of patrons, they voted on this week's video. We are going to continue the Reviving Origins line. So this week's star attraction, and I hope I'm saying this right. I always ask the people at Nespresso how to say things, and half the time I record them just so I can remember. Sometimes they get it right, sometimes they get it wrong, but this one they said you ignore the letters HA in it, and it was actually Kahawa ya Congo. So Kahawa ya Congo is the star attraction for this week. So let's take a look at what they have to say. Kahawa ya Congo. It is intensity 6. It's a full pour. So finally we're back to a full-size cup of coffee. 7.77 ounces. Moving on down to the aromatic profile. Let's take a look at what they say here. The smooth and balanced Arabica of the coffee reveals alluring, sweet cereal and nutty aromas, reflecting its ideal terroir origin. I guess that's how you say that. Try Kahawa ya Congo with milk and discover how it transforms those cereal aromas into a light, sweet, and creamy cup full of biscuity notes and a hint of walnut and a silky texture. It's a single origin blend of South Kivu of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Cool. Well, let's take a look at the pods here. Oh. Congo on the bottom, but they got the whole name on the side. Kind of a, man, that's a hard color to describe. Almost a brown brass color, and then kind of just a creamy off-white color for the lettering. It is labeled on the bottom. Kahawa ya Congo. Let's go brew a cup. Kahawa ya Congo, round 1. Let's get this one going. All right, so that's done. With editing, you guys can't tell, but this took quite a while to brew. It seems like it was running it a little slower than normal. So, wow, intensity 6, yeah. Smelled wonderful while it was brewing. Let's go give it a taste. Okay, I'm just gonna fold in the crema just a little bit. Kahawa ya Congo. Let's give it a taste. Well, that's way lighter than I thought it would be. Oh, that is so... Oh, wow. That aftertaste is so... For me, it doesn't have a ton of taste right up front, but the aftertaste is so good. It's got a little bit of a... I'm having a hard time describing what that first initial flavor is. They mentioned cereal and nutty aromas. The after flavor really has a... They said walnut with milk. I think it has that walnut, almost that, how do you say it? Like that shell flavor smell taste to it that a walnut has. That is really, really good and different. It's not very strong. I'm gonna guess when we mix it with milk, it's not gonna have much oil. It's a very, very lightweight coffee on your tongue, very watery, so it's a quick flavor and then it passes. So the initial coffee flavor, I would say, is probably that just a good, balanced, I'll say slightly acidic cup of coffee with that wonderful nut note. So it's the aftertaste that's so good. I tend to not like I don't like hazelnut and that kind of stuff. That just is not my kind of flavor. This one has a wonderful aftertaste of that. I think it is. It must be the walnut flavor because it has almost that outside. It almost smelled like a woody kind of campfire-y smell when I first smelled it, but the taste is not that, and it just has a very good cup of coffee taste, and then that walnut, that passing flavor that goes past at the end, but it's not a lingering flavor, which is what leads me to believe that it's gonna not have a lot of oil in it, because it's a very fleeting flavor. You get it, you kind of go, ooh, that's kind of good, and then it's kind of gone, so it's like, oh, give me a little more. And that's kind of how this one is. So it's a very, very quick, kind of like some of the other ones where there's not much oil to leave it on your tongue. This one's gonna be one of those that hits quick and leaves. They talk about mixing it with milk. Don't really say how, so I think we'll start off with maybe like 3 ounces of milk and maybe a little bit of sugar in there with it. Kahawa ya Congo, round 2. Let's go brew another cup. Kahawa ya Congo, round 2. I'm gonna get this pod going, so we're gonna get that guy going. Let's come over here to our Aracino frother. I'm gonna start with 3 ounces of milk. So we're gonna get that added in there. And then, you know, I'm a huge fan of putting sweetener into it. So I'm gonna use basically a simple syrup or a liquid sweetener. I'm gonna put in 2 full pumps. I don't really need a lot of froth, so I'm gonna put it on its lowest setting. All right, we got the coffee done. The milk finished almost exactly at the same time. So let's get this out. Ooh, that kind of looks fun too. Oh, I love those. This side I think almost looks cooler. Almost looks like a mountain landscape. Oh, I don't know why coffee entertains me so much, but it does. Let's go give this a taste. Barely a separation layer. So it doesn't really have much for oil in it. So let's get this blended in. All right, Kahawa Ya Congo, 3 ounces of milk, 2 pumps of simple sweetener. Let's give this a taste. Oh my. That's good. Oh my goodness. That is really good. Oh man, that's good. They mentioned cereal aromas into a light, sweet, creamy cup of biscuity notes and a hint of walnut. The walnut's definitely taken a step back, but they say biscuity. To me, it almost has more of like a little bit of a woody flavor, but the walnut's still there. The creaminess of the milk, the little bit of sugar that's in there. Oh man, that is so good. It's got a very, very good texture now. Obviously the milk helps add to the texture quality of it, but that is, oh man, that's good. That good, sweet coffee flavor is up front, followed by, again, a sweet and like a nutty flavor there, that coffee with that woody, and that's a different cup of coffee. They're both, oh, that's kind of cold. Yeah, see, that is still really good, but this, oh man, that blend. They talked about a little bit of the sweet notes. That's why I thought adding a little bit of sugar to it would enhance it. It did. Absolutely wonderful. I don't really see I'm going to do something off camera real quick and come back. I just want to check out one more idea. For some reason, I had a sneaking suspicion this might be good as an iced coffee. So I filled it up to about right there. This is a 20-ounce cup with ice. Brewed the coffee into it. 4 ounces of milk. 2 pumps of that same sweetener. That's basically it. I kind of got, well, we'll see. Let's give it a taste. I thought it was going to play out a little bit better. That is so good. This one, I don't think this coffee stands up to watering it down much. So I think just the little amount of ice it melted combined with, it just kind of got lost in there. Well, shoot. I kind of thought this one might play out well based on what this one was tasting like, but maybe, I mean, you guys could try it now. Now, I have an idea. I think it might still. I think this might lend itself really well. What you would have to do And maybe one of you wants to try it and then post back down below. I think the 4 ounces of milk is right. It was very, very creamy that way. This has a good texture and a good flow to it. The problem is the coffee's gotten lost. So I think if you brewed this pod, let it cool down either in the freezer or the fridge, added your ice in, poured the cold coffee over the ice, added the milk, I think it would play out well. We're gonna call it right there, I think, and wrap this up. So let's take a look at what they're doing here with it. Kahawa Ya Congo, it's a Nespresso exclusives, reviving origins, $1.50 a pod. Whew, not cheap. We always have to go back to what is it primarily? It's primarily a cup of coffee, and it's very good. They also recommended putting it with milk. This was very good. This was outstanding. This was very, very good. As an iced coffee, if somebody wants to try that and post down below, help your fellow pod heads out. If that works out with cold coffee, that would be great. Otherwise, this is gonna be a purchase, 100% a purchase, and might surprise you, but this is gonna be, since we started the pod rating, this is gonna be our first 5 out of 5 pods. So it's a purchase and it's a 5 out of 5. This was very good. This was outstanding. I have no complaints with what I tasted. I wish it had a little, if I could nitpick, I wish it had a little bit of oil in it. A little bit of oil just to hang on to that flavor, because the flavor is so wonderful. I just wish there was a little bit more oil there just to hang on your tongue a little longer so you could savor the last drink you had. So for the first time, we got 5 out of 5 pods and a purchase. That'll bring us officially to the close of this video. I thank you so much for your time. If you would like to see anything reviewed, providing it's with the Nespresso line or the original line, drop that down in the comments. I'll do my level best to get it out to you, providing they don't keep releasing new coffees. Next week, we'll start the Reviving Origin series for the original line, so look forward to that. And again, we picked up some more patrons. You guys are awesome. Becoming part of the Podhead family, all of you. I just enjoy each and every one of you. And I thank you so much for making this a great community. I am so proud to mention it every single time we go into the Nespresso store. I see somebody that's just buying a brand new machine. I encourage them to check out this channel, and it's not just for my benefit, it's because I know you guys are so awesome and you're gonna treat anybody that shows up with respect. And I absolutely love that about you guys, and keep up the great work. That's all I gotta say. Until next week, have a great rest of your day.